So you just finished dealing with a massive outbreak in your aquarium, and you want to know how to kick those pathogens out of orbit. Well, keep watching to find out how I use bleach, yes bleach, to thoroughly disinfect my aquariums, aquarium equipment, and accessories. Hi, this is a gamer's wife, here to share practical fish care tips so that busy aquarists like you can spend more time enjoying your aquariums. So if you're new here and want to see more, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. So I've gone through the aquarium bleaching process multiple times, having gone through not one, but 2 bouts of columnaris. So I know this method works. Fast forward to today, I recently interviewed Larry Brown, click in the upper right hand corner for that interview, and he really inspired me to get into breeding. So I purchased a 10-gallon used tank from Craigslist, but who knows what kind of nasties are lurking around in there. So I'm going to share with you how I cleaned it up, but let me know in the comments below how you clean or disinfect a used or contaminated aquarium. Okay, first things first. Gather your materials. I put on latex gloves and old clothes that can get ruined. Also, got me some generic brand bleach, a measuring cup, a siphon or container for emptying out the tank, wash rag or sponge to clean surfaces, an optional spray bottle. Now you want to make sure to bleach anything that may have been exposed to the fish water, like even accidental drips from your hands. So besides the tank, that includes the filter, heater, aquarium decor, nets, siphon, algae scrubbers, buckets you used, etc., etc. Obviously be aware that some of the stuff may get discolored because, well, you're working with bleach. As for things I don't bleach, some people say gravel's okay, but I personally just dump all the substrate, especially since I like to use sand and aquascaping substrate. I also don't bleach live plants, biomedia, filter floss, driftwood, anything super porous or closed off that might be able to retain the bleach. First, wash off all the debris with warm water. Don't use any soap or other detergents, especially ammonia-based cleaners that will react with the bleach. The next step is to make your bleach solution. Just a safety reminder, bleach is dangerous if not properly handled. You can read the back of the bottle for the full warnings, but don't ingest it, don't let it come in contact with your mushy body parts, and use it in a well-ventilated area, like outside. The recommended concentration I make is 1 part bleach for 10 parts water, preferably hot water. In most stores in my area, they only sell the 8% concentrated bleach, not 5% regular bleach. So that comes out to about 1 cup of concentrated bleach per 1 gallon of water. The CDC instructions for using bleach are linked in the description below. To clean the tank, you can fill up the entire aquarium with the bleach solution and wipe down the outside with a wash rag or sponge. But you can also use a spray bottle to spray and wipe down all the surfaces. Let it sit for 10 minutes, rinse with tap water at least twice, and then let it air dry completely so that the bleach breaks down into harmless compounds, mostly salt and water. To disinfect equipment and decor with lots of crevices, completely submerge and soak them in a bucket of bleach solution or in the tank itself. You may want to rotate and agitate the items in the solution to get rid of any air pockets or bubbles. Again, soak for 10 minutes, rinse with water a couple times, and air dry. Now for a canister filter where you can't submerge it, throw away all the filter media and then run bleach water through the empty canister filter for 10 minutes. Don't forget to use the bleach solution to wipe the outside surfaces of the filter, tubing, and so on. Then I flush out the filter by running it a couple times with clean tap water mixed with lots of extra dechlorinator. Empty out the water and let it dry completely for the next 2 weeks or more. 2 weeks, you might be saying? That seems like a little overkill. Yeah, lesson learned here. When I was cleaning out my canister filter, I let it dry for several days, set up the whole aquarium, put my axolotl in, and unfortunately there was a tiny bit of bleach solution still left in the entirely closed off motor compartment of the canister filter, and that was enough to kill her. So, second time around, I made sure that canister filter stayed completely empty and dry for multiple weeks before I tried setting it up. If you really want to be safe, you might consider getting a test kit or test strips that measure chlorine, like this one. And then before adding animals, maybe consider adding like a cheap live plant, maybe a fragile moss, or a pest snail, a shrimp coal, to kind of act as your canary in the mine before you add your expensive dragon puffer. So how beneficial, easy, efficient, and proven is this method? In other words, what's the beep rating? Well, given that it's bleach, the CDC recommends it for disaster zones, and tons of aquarists have been successfully using it in their aquariums. It's very beneficial, efficient, and proven. However, I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 stars for how easy it is. You know, we're talking about bleach here, there's some measuring involved, and you gotta make sure that everything is completely dry before reusing it. So, in my opinion, it's still absolutely beep worthy, and I regularly incorporate bleach cleaning for used and contaminated aquarium stuff. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe because you're not going to want to miss the grand reveal of the results of my 2-month experiment on dipping plants and quarantining them in order to get rid of snails and snail eggs. In the meanwhile, you can check out my playlist on freshwater aquarium how-tos and other recommended videos on the right-hand column. Don't forget to take time to enjoy your aquariums, and I'll see you guys next time.